Today on 21st Century Business, explore state-of-the-art technology, innovative business strategies, insights from cutting-edge corporations around the globe, a visionary look into the answers of tomorrow, today. Business leaders, business solutions, 21st Century Business.
Welcome to 21st Century Business. I'm Jackie Bales. Arc flash explosions are a risk that millions of electrical and maintenance workers face each day globally. As a result of simply performing routine maintenance on an electrical panel, an arc flash explosion can send a blast to the worker as hot as the surface of the sun, while sending shrapnel from the panel violently into the air. Phil Allen, CEO and owner of Grace Engineered Products, is here to explain remarkable new products that reduce the risk of arc flash by keeping workers away from live voltage before, during, and after performing their lockout-tagout procedures. Welcome, Phil.
Well, thank you.
Phil, how often is an arc flash likely to occur in your industry, speaking globally?
Well, believe it or not, statistically speaking, 10 people a day go to the hospital for burns and injuries due to arc flash.
So it is obviously quite common.
Yes, yeah, more common than we imagine, yeah.
So Phil, who is Grace Engineered Products, and how have you helped overcome this kind of catastrophe in the workplace?
Well, we're a small Iowa-based company right on the Mississippi River, and where we live, the Mississippi River flows from east to west, believe it or not. And we build products and provide practical solutions that keep workers away from electrical energy. In 2000, the National Fire Protection Association actually penned a document called NFPA 70E. This document is the gold standard for keeping workers, electrical workers, people working on and around electrical equipment safe. And it allows the employer to understand how much electrical energy they have within their facility, and then they can keep their workers safe as a result of that. Our products actually make maintenance work more productive.
Wow.
And believe it or not, we actually have just about every Fortune 1000 industrial company in America has some of our products in their factories.
We installed these on one of our core machines. We get a lot of sand in our disconnects. This right here tells us right off the bat we have all three phases. It saves us from having to get into the machine and blow out the disconnect. When you lose a phase on a three-phase motor, it's very possible to single phase it and burn the unit up. It can be quite costly to the company. These units actually save a lot of troubleshooting. They're a safe unit. There's nothing out here that's going to interrupt with safety. They have good test ports on them. You can use a voltage pen to check each leg. Each one of these is tied into a leg on the disconnect. Verifies power. You lose a leg, the lights will not strobe on that. You'll know right off the bat that you have a problem. You can go right to your disconnect, check your power out there without getting inside the cabinet. It's a very useful system. We really like it here.
Phil, how exactly does an arc flash occur, and how much does it impact the industries you serve?
Well, one of the biggest issues with electrical energy is short circuits. And if a short circuit flows too long and there's enough electrical energy within the facilities to sustain an arc, then you have an arc flash explosion, or an arc blast, or an arc flash is what we call it.
So what's the main reason an arc flash would occur then?
Well, interestingly, arc flashes generally occur when maintenance is being performed on electrical equipment. And it can be something as simple as dropping a tool or a screw into live bus work. It can happen when you're inserting or removing a large circuit breaker from a main power distribution system. But basically, the worst thing that an arc flash can occur is when an electrician or electrical person is actually voltage checking and the meter's right there and they accidentally cause a short circuit. In that case, they get the full blast of the arc coming at them, and that's a very serious injury.
Wow. And I guess that just happens so quickly there's nothing they can do about it.
Right. It's instantaneous with electrical energy.
So who exactly is affected by arc flashes then, Phil, overall?
Well, first and foremost, the workers that can be sent to the hospital with 3rd and 4th degree burns if they're not properly protected. But if you have an arc flash with electrical equipment, it's like putting a stick of dynamite in the electrical cabinet. It basically destroys some or part of the electrical equipment, so the result is downtime. You got to get it repaired, get it back up and running, and not to mention the legal costs, and not to mention just the record of an electrical incident happening at your facility with insurance and legal costs. So.
We're going to demonstrate the use of the Voltage Vision Check Volt combo unit in a mechanical lockout tagout procedure. Essentially what the electrician is going to do, they're going to walk up and they're going to verify that first of all we do have some live voltage here. We've already checked our light pen to a light source. We can see that our Voltage Vision unit is giving us indication of live voltage in the panel, but we're going to double check that with our light pen, our tick tracer, whatever nomenclature you would like to use in this case. Like I say, we've already tested this to a known source. Now we're going to go check our pen here. It is indeed telling us that we don't have all 3 phases powered up. Now we're going to go throw the disconnect and we'll verify our voltage again.
What does this type of misfortune cost the companies and the employees and all the others involved?
Oh, millions of dollars. I mean, just millions of dollars, both in, human loss and productivity loss and production loss and, replacement of equipment.
Can you explain what PESDs are?
Well, PESD are permanent electrical safety devices. And these devices are mounted on the outside of the electrical panel, and they allow a worker to pre-check the state of the voltage inside the panel without being exposed to that voltage.
Really?
Yes.
So what impact do the PESDs have on the risk of arc flash then?
Well, if we said that many arc flashes occur during maintenance, and if you have a PESDs on the outside of electrical panels, then maintenance workers can verify zero electrical energy without exposure to that energy. So when they go in to open the panel, and they recheck the panel with their voltmeter, they're making sure that they're rechecking a dead panel. And so they're reducing the risk of arc flash.
Wow. We've locked it out. As you can see, our Voltage Vision unit is indicating no power at this point. We're going to double check that with our light pen again by inserting it here. No voltage, no voltage, and no voltage. But just to verify, we're going to take our light pen, insert in a known source. Everything's working like it's supposed to. We have pre-verified isolation of this panel.
So from a worker's perspective, what do they say about the PESDs?
Oh, seasoned electricians, they know the danger of electricity. They've all been bit. They've all had close calls with electrical, and they like having, extra safety there, an extra layer of protection between them. Because these devices are hardwired into the system, they're there all the time. They're not, it's not like a meter where you take it in and out of your tool belt to check the voltage. It's there all the time.
Permanent.
Yeah, and so they love it.
Our combination unit is very easy to install. The Voltage Vision, this is the rear of the unit. The Voltage Vision unit requires just a 30mm knockout, standard push button hole. The check volt units require 3 half-inch holes, and then they're wired directly to the load side of the disconnect. Couldn't be easier.
This sounds like such a fascinating idea. What opportunities do you face as an entrepreneur?
Well, I listen, and I think a lot, and I believe that the idea of a permanent electrical safety devices is really in its infancy, and what we're offering is really just the start. But the best thing is I'm sure there are plenty of ideas locked in the heads of electricians and other electrical safety professionals that can take this idea to the next level. My challenge is to find them, develop products that fit, that can be certified, and to just find a better way.
Well, it is certainly fascinating to learn the way safety in your industry is continually evolving, helping workers to increase their productivity without compromising their safety. So thanks for sharing your insights with us, Phil.
Well, thank you. It's great being here.